Hi, I'm John from Briley Manufacturing. Today I'm here because I wanted to discuss the 360 click quick change choke system. We've had the system out for a while now, and we've had a bunch of questions from customers, and we want to try to answer some of those frequently asked questions today. So first off, what is the 360 click? The 360 click quick change choke system is the fastest interchangeable choke system in the world. You put an adapter in your barrel, which is this piece here. Once the adapter is in your barrel, you snug it down with the supplied wrench that we give you with the kit, and then you're able to put a choke in the barrel and screw it in about one turn. You can also remove it in the same one turn. And you can take and remove or install any of your chokes, change constrictions that easily. Makes everything a lot quicker and a lot more convenient. The next question that we're asked very often that's related to that is, why do I need to have this? Well, what if I don't change chokes a lot? Some people just don't like changing chokes. And you're really handicapping yourself if you're not changing chokes. If you don't have the appropriate shot for the appropriate target distance for whatever you're shooting. Just for example, if you have a tight choke in and you come up to a station that has a very close target, you're going to want to switch to an open choke, otherwise you're going to handicap yourself quite a bit. So rather than having to fumble in your shooting bag to find a wrench, all you have to do by hand, you'll have the choke in, you remove it in one turn, install the new choke in one turn, and you're done. It's that simple. The other thing that we're asked about is, wait a minute, only one turn? Just for example, I have a conventional choke here. This happens to be a Browning Invector Plus, and I want to say that it takes about 19 full revolutions to get this choke in or out from fully seated to remove from your barrel. Whereas with the threads that we have on the 360 click, it allows you to remove or install chokes in your barrel much quicker. The 360 click quick change choke system uses a multi-lead thread. For those of you who aren't familiar with what that means, a lead on a thread is where a thread starts, where that thread starts to enter its corresponding counterpart in whatever it's threaded into. Both within the adapter and on the outside of the choke, we have what are called multi-lead threads. So our conventional chokes, just like this regular standard choke, that is a single lead thread, meaning that it only has one place that it starts. When we go from a single lead to a multi-lead, we're able to accomplish a lot more movement over shorter distance with the multi-lead thread. This probably still all sounds pretty crazy, but almost everybody every day uses something that has a multi-lead thread system on it. I've got a couple of examples here, like this medicine bottle. You know, it's very quick. It's really about a half turn to get it on and off. This is a multi-lead thread system. This one in particular has 2 leads on it. Then I have another example here. This is a thing that they ship cutting tools to our machine shop in, and you'll see that in about 2 turns I'm able to move it that much distance right there. And this one, it has a bunch of multiple leads, so you can see at the tops of this there are several places that threads start, which that is just a brief explanation of how the threads on the 360 click work. So on the 360 click with the multi-lead threads, you screw the adapter into your barrel, as I said. This will stay in your barrel, and then you use the chokes and screw it in about a turn. This little spring collet area on the top of the adapter sort of snaps on the little locking ring that's near this area of the choke, and that helps lock it into place. With that multi-lead thread system, we're able to move that choke in and out, and it still has a lot of surface area holding onto the threads. Between that and the spring collet area holding it in place, that is basically in a nutshell how the 360 click system works. Another question that's asked pretty often is, does it pattern well? Does it pattern like the other chokes? Well, it does. It patterns just as well, if not better, than some of our conventional chokes that we have. Try one out for yourself and see. Another question that we're asked quite often is it safe to just remove the choke and shoot through the adapter? No, we don't suggest ever shooting through the adapter without having the 360 click choke screwed fully in place. It would be just like shooting over the threads in your barrel, which is also not recommended. We've been asked often, can I take the 360 click choke system hunting with me? You can take it hunting with you. However, these are only rated for lead shot currently. They say it on the side of the choke. They do actually say lead only. You can shoot them with lead, take them out to go hunt pheasants, dove, quail, anything where you're allowed to still use lead shot. The only thing to remember, this is really quick to change your chokes, but be sure that your gun is unloaded, especially if you're hunting. Anytime that you're changing your chokes, make sure that the gun is unloaded. We have the question asked very often about interchangeability of the chokes. And there's going to be several parts to answer this one. Guns that it is currently available for, so choke systems that it's currently available for. It is available for Beretta Benelli Mobile, Beretta Optima HP, Browning Invector Plus, Blaser, and Krieghoff are currently what we have in production. We hope to add more to that very soon. So just keep an eye on our social media and website. Anytime we have a new release of any more versions of the 360 click for other choke systems, we will be sure to post it on social media. People often ask, well, if I buy the adapter for all of my different guns, can I just use the same set of chokes across the adapters? And the answer is no, you cannot if the guns have different choke systems. Just for example, this adapter is for Beretta Benelli Mobile choke, and the appropriate 360 click chokes fit into this adapter. This black choke that I have on the end is actually for a Krieghoff system, and we designed them on purpose so they will not accidentally fit into one another. And the reason that the chokes are different is because each gun has a different choke system dimension and a different bore size. So you cannot interchange the 360 click chokes between adapters. So if you have a system for Krieghoff, those chokes can only be used in Krieghoff. If you have a system for Beretta Mobile, you can only use those in Beretta Mobile, and so on. Another question that is asked as part of that, do we offer any 360 click system for Briley thin wall choke installations? And currently we do not. Someday we hope to be able to have a version that will be adaptable to Briley thin wall installations. So keep an eye out for that in the future, but currently we do not offer that. When we send the choke system to you, we typically send it with a single-use packet of blue Loctite. People often ask, well, do I need the blue Loctite? You may not need the blue Loctite. It's included just in case you need it. What we suggest doing is just put the adapter in your barrel with the supplied wrench, get it good and snug. If you're having any issues with the adapter starting to come out of your barrel or unscrew a little bit upon removal, you might want to put one small drop of blue Loctite on the threads of your adapter and then reinstall it in your barrel. So you may or may not need the Loctite. We provide it in case you do need it. If you want to go back to shooting a conventional choke in your gun and remove the 360 click system, how do you take the system out? Well, you'll remove the adapter with the wrench that you used to install it. If you did have to use a small drop of blue Loctite on the threads, you'll have to apply a little bit of heat to remove the adapter from your barrel. If you're either uncomfortable doing that, or if you have any trouble removing it at all, be sure to either just send the barrel to us or stop by if you're local in the Houston area, and we'll be happy to help you remove it. If you would like to purchase the 360 Click Quick Change Choke System or any other Briley products, check us out at www.briley.com. Give us a call on our 1-800 number at 1-800-331-5718. Email us at smp@briley.com with any questions. We'll be happy to help you. And if you're ever in the Houston area, please stop by and see us. We have a retail showroom here and we would be very happy to have you stop by.